All right. Yes,
All
sir.
all right, can you hear me properly?
Yeah, man, I can, man. How you doing?
Doing great, man. You look great. You look beautiful today, man.
Thank you, man.
So,
Cool, bro.
so are we all set there? It's a whole hustle to
I know it's a whole setup,
I
man.
I
Crazy.
I say this all the time in my podcasts. Like it's a whole hustle to like set up the whole thing
Man,
and like
it's
keep the whole idea that you're trying to like explain to the audience. That whole idea plus going and connecting the whole podcast setup and all that stuff. It's a whole gig, isn't it?
it's a whole setup, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, but we're finally here, man. So can you just quickly introduce yourself to the audience, your name and
Yeah,
where you're at right now, basically?
I'm in my home in Washington, D.C. My name is Douglas Eze. Being a financial service professional,
Beautiful.
um, entrepreneur.
And of
You
course,
know,
this is Alex Obando. I'm in Miami. And the cool thing about this is that we're both 10xers. We both share that same, ideology and we're both I believe we're both walking on the same direction of like scale and 10x and good
right.
energy and constantly be improving yourself and finding the way to scale things to the 10x and your network is your net worth and all that good stuff. So what can you say about all this, man? I'm so excited to be here today and thank you for actually joining our podcast and we really appreciate your time for being here and we would love to learn more about you. So what do you got?
Yeah, like you said, man, we're both 10Xs, been to Grant GC's event. We're gonna be at next year, 2023. And just continue to grow, man, and just the sky is the beginning. There's no excuses, excuses for the birds, man. So you just
Yeah,
gotta keep.
yeah, I love it. Because there actually let me share my screen here so you can see what I'm talking about. But there's this
Mhm.
it's not a meme, but it's like a frame that it's like an ATM machine that doesn't accept excuses.
Mm.
Have you seen that?
No.
So it's this ATM. We have this at our
Nice.
office. So it's basically an ATM that says, "Hey, you can't
Man, you gotta
deposit
send me
excuses.
that.
All you gotta do is take the cash, man. No excuses
Yeah.
allowed."
I mean, yeah, man. Either you make money or make excuses. You cannot do both.
You cannot
You
do both.
cannot do both. So I love that. That's powerful. Send me that link, man. I love it.
Powerful
That's
stuff,
for my
huh? Yeah, absolutely. So you said you're in DC right now?
Yeah, I'm in DC. So I live in DC, but I travel a lot, man. Just getting the grind in. I have a bunch of businesses, so just
Yeah,
staying busy.
you have a tech company, correct?
Yeah, so that's been keeping me busy, man.
That's amazing. Can you tell us more about it?
Yeah, we developed a GPS tracking device that tracks vehicles and transportation businesses for folks that, do two-row, folks that do, that own trucks. And our GPS tracking device is a global device, so it's not just based out of America.
So
We
it's like
do stuff.
so it's like a hardware piece
Yeah,
that
it's hardware because of the way
uh,
our technology is built.
embedded
Um,
to like a technology software. Is that what it is?
Yeah, it is. So we hardwire into your car or your truck, and here's what makes it unique:
Oh,
is
so
we
it
have
hardwires the thing to your vehicle.
to your vehicle, right?
Hmm.
And we have about 19 satellites. So we're the only GPS tracking device company that have over 19 satellites that we shoot to, just in case there's no
Wait. You said you
internet.
had 19 satellites.
Yeah, that we shoot to. Yeah. So if your car, because there's some areas you have dead spots when it comes to internet, like the T-Mobile or AT&T, they're not working on Verizon, and your cars are lost. or your drivers have disappeared, well, we could find them because our satellites can pinpoint where you are exactly. So we're able to cover about 99% of the world with our tracking device. And one of the unique features that people love is the fact that you could immobilize the car while it's moving.
Oh.
So you could send a text message. We're the only ones that have a technology where you could send an SMS text message to your vehicle. And your vehicle will text you right back and say, listen, I'm going 90 miles an hour. I'm going to start reducing the speed 80, 70, 60, 50. And then when it hits 20, it shuts off the engine. Put that sound I like that sound. The other sound.
That's right, people. So basically what you built is an app, a hardware that's hard code or not hard coded, hard wired
Wired to the vehicle.
and then through the app as the owner you can monitor what
You can monitor your trucks, you can monitor your cars through the dashboard,
demographic,
everything.
all that good stuff, the geographic location and all that stuff.
Right, direct pinpoint in 2-3 seconds. We know where your car is every minute. So you don't, we were talking to a company that they already had a tracking device and in their cars and stuff. The problem they were having was the fact that sometimes
Wait. Yeah.
their car might be in Florida, Miami, but they're seeing it on their dashboard that's in Canada.
Okay. So you just push a button and it'll literally send a
We see
signal.
everything. We see where you are. We know, and we could stop the car. We have geofencing. You could control where your drivers are going, so you don't have to worry about your drivers going out of the areas that you don't want them to go, and you're watching them in real time where they're going. And you could call into the car. We have our own SOS technology, like OnStar. You could call into the car and talk to the driver if for any reason you can't get in touch with them on the
That's
phone.
all through the app.
All true, yes.
So if you try to call them, where does it ring, or is it through the app?
Right in the car. When we install everything, and we put the microphone so you can kind of because
So
you
a two-way communication system that comes
it is
additionally to the hardware. It comes with a microphone and the system that's
exactly. So can we build the technology for Africa because of the internet problems over there, and we get a lot of people hit us up because we own a cybersecurity company, and they kept asking us about, man, our drivers are are ripping us off. They're doing deals behind our back. Can you come up with something? And in Cameroon, which is where our technology was born, a few 3 or 4 years ago, the French government, because Cameroon is run by French and English, so the French.
Do you speak French?
No, I'm from Nigeria. I don't speak French. But so the French government shut down the internet for 90 days on the English speaking side.
No way. Just like
Yeah,
that, shut it down.
they shut it off, man, because the English want to separate. You know how it is, and because it felt like they're not being treated fairly in that country. So the government shut the internet off. And within that 90 days, a lot of cars got stolen, a lot of cars disappeared, trucks disappeared. So we decided to build a technology that don't require internet service, that just basically taps into satellite.
Is that too loud?
Yeah, it's kind of loud.
Yeah, hold on. Wait a
With that, leave we don't need the music.
Yes.
I wanted the woo woo, that noise you make with that.
Boo.
That clubhouse noise.
Give it up, everybody. See that
Love it.
actually helps, But hey, man, I'm super surprised. Sounds like it's been a journey. Has it been a journey with this whole?
Man, listen, everything is a journey, man. There's no, if it was easy, the whole world would be got, rich and stuff. But it is a journey. It's a push, man. You gotta keep pushing forward. There's no easy way to make it happen.
Now, let me
But
ask you something. With what's the name of this whole
our technology is called Camway. Camway. Kamwe. K for King.
Camway?
A for
Camway.
Apple. Camway.
Camway.
Camway.tech.
Now, let me ask you something.
Tech.
Are you
TECH.
are you the CEO and owner of this company or no?
Yeah, so there's three of us, that are owners. But I'm a 50-50 partner in the company. So I'm the CFO,
Mm.
and then the CEO and the CTO are both husband and wife.
Now, let me ask you
So
something. W- How long has it been operating?
4 years now.
4 years. Wow. Now,
Mhm.
now, would you recommend like an average entrepreneur or like a not average entrepreneur because we're not average actually? um,
Yeah.
would you recommend starting a new stream of income before you have a solid before you've like actually solidified the first income flow?
Yeah, you got to build a foundation. You can't just jump out and, the problem with a lot of entrepreneurs today is they want to do so many different things and they don't have a foundation built. I mean,
Because you
I'm a
know what?
financial.
One of my problems, well, one of my uh I don't know, like not problems, like one of my downsides I would say is I I love to just like jump into projects and say, yes, I love this and I love this and let's do an app for this and let's do a website for that and just buy the domains for this. And I'm sure there's many people out there actually listening us that are like compulsive domain shoppers, like have 100 domains and they're like, yeah, I bought all 50 domains for this one company and they never ever use it or whatever, but they have it there,
Yeah, it's just a waste of money.
yeah, so like so 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 what's that fine balance between um staying in one project and like solidifying and building that foundation
Yeah, so
and then
eventually,
jumping onto like a different, like let's say on the mornings I'm gonna do this and then afternoons I'm gonna do this whole different project to make money and build a whole stream of income additionally to the one that I'm building.
right. So, for me, I'll say this, like I got into the financial space 25 years ago. So I've been in the financial service business a long time. And I built that and built a foundation with that. And that's what people know me as, the financial guru guy, the guy that understands money, how to, scale that. So from that business, that's helped me jump into other businesses like real estate, right? But for me, when it comes to real estate, I don't have to go flip properties or get tenants and all that crap. I don't have time for that. But I partner with people that do, and that know what they're doing in that world, and we go in and we go on deals together. So we make deals. I have properties right now that I rent them out to abused folks. Like I rent it to like a nonprofit, and they take the whole thing off my hand, and they fill it up and use it like a shelter, right? And they just pay me every month. So those are the kind of things I do, and I wait for opportunities to come when it comes to real estate.
But that's having tenants in one way, isn't it?
Exactly, but I don't have to manage them because my direct client is the home nonprofit. They pay me. I don't have to deal with the tenant. They handle the tenant. They do all that headache.
It sounds like a whole Keston. Do you know Keston or what's his name? Oh, Carlos. You know Carlos Salguero? 10x Carlos?
No.
On the real estate club, on Grant Cardone's real estate club. I'll send you the links later. But they have like this amazing nonprofit project within the community and it's great. We'll talk about that later. But um Okay, great. Amazing. I love that input and I appreciate that a lot. Um, are there other inputs that you forgot saying from your app or that you want to share with the audience here that you maybe missed?
No, no, I mean, so as for entrepreneurs or coming up, don't get carried away with all the social media, folks that just come on social media and get your money and tell you to buy this, buy that, you're gonna be a millionaire. You gotta work, man. There's no free lunch nowhere. You gotta put in the work. You gotta get out there and talk to people. People need to know who you are, and you gotta, get it going.
I mean, it's. I mean, I laugh about it because you and I understand the concept that it's not like, oh yeah, you buy a course and you become a millionaire, right? But
Yeah.
there's a lot of people that don't understand that, right? Wouldn't you
Mm.
agree with that?
Of course, they don't understand because they see the lifestyle. They don't realize, listen, like for me, I've been in this game for 20 some years. I used to sleep in my car years ago, struggle. I mean, do all the stuff, the hard work, did paper routes while I was building my business, and today it's all good. I just do whatever I want to do. And we have another app that we work with where we provide jobs, just like a Fiverr kind of situation
Oh,
or Angie's List.
because not only you have one, you have multiple apps, right?
Yeah, yeah, man.
Give it up, everybody. That's awesome, dude. That's crazy. So just I mean, I always encourage people to like, because when you talk about apps, people like get surprised or scared or whatever or whatnot. But it's really achievable, right? Like it's not like the
I
sky.
mean, I'll tell you this, it's not, it's a tough business to get in if you don't have the right folks.
Yeah.
I don't know nothing about technology, but my business partner
Mm.
is a cybersecurity guru and stuff. So he's a developer. So he develops apps. So it's
Oh,
a little different for us because we build it, I finance it, we build it. We're partners, 50-50 relationship. I don't have to sweat. He knows his lane, he does what he do, I do mine. And then people come to us and they want to build app, we build it for them. So we're working on certain things for certain people, and then we continue to win, man. I mean, everybody wins, so we don't have to worry about going outside to go find folks. Find someone that knows what they're doing that you trust and work with them. It's all business relationship. But if you don't trust them, don't do business with them, man. Because people are criminal. They will work you out.
yeah, like Grant says all the time. I mean, people do business with people they know.
Yeah.
So
You
so
can know them, but you got to be able to trust them. You got to watch their character. You got to see how they move, what they do, how they relate to other people. Because if they relate to other people in a certain way, they're going to relate to you that same way. So you got to be watchful. Every time your eyes, you got to investigate and research and just, and I'm not saying go start looking at Google post or whatever. Go out, hang out with them, because it's a relationship. Just like when you're finding a girlfriend or marry or somebody you're gonna marry, you gotta check them out to make sure, is this a fit for me? Is this person gonna, if something happens to me, can they carry the flag and run with it? Or they just gonna sit down and find somebody else immediately to replace you. That's the thing, man.
I totally agree. And I would say one key takeaway that I took from what you just said is like all those people that you associate with is who you will ultimately become, correct? I mean,
Right.
if you're associating with millionaires, well, maybe you're gonna become the next billionaire, right?
Yeah.
But just to keep things in perspective, um, there's a lot of people who do know Grant, but there's a lot of people who do not know Grant. So he talks all the time about if you if you can't afford to be in the room, just go to war so you can be in the room. So just to
Go
keep
to where?
go to war, like go fight, get the money, and so you can pay to be in the room and be in the room and get that secret information. Not secret, I mean that restricted information that you're gonna pay.
Yeah, you know, if you're gonna be in any room, right, you got to have a goal. Why are you going? What is it that you're going? Are you just going for the lights, the motivation, or whatever the crap they do? Or no, go and say, you know what, I want to go network. You know,
Exactly.
if I'm
But
paying the price, I
but
want
what
to pay the
what
price.
I'm trying to say, what I'm trying to say is like you and I know myself, but I know you as well because we've been in the same events. Just so you can share it with the audience, like have you spent a lot of money in networking events?
Yeah, of course.
Exactly. So have you spent thousands of dollars on Grant Cardone slash networking events?
My dog wants to come in. Hold on 1 second.
Sorry, sorry.
Why are you going? You want to go? Dogs are something else, man.
Yes, yes, yes. That, that's fine. So I was asking you, I mean, where I'm trying to get is the value
Mhm.
of the most important,
Networking.
the value of the value of the most important thing that might be us. Like,
Right.
are you a bad investment? I don't think I'm a bad investment. I don't think you're a bad investment. So
Yeah.
there's a lot of people who don't see the value on spending or not even spending, investing some of their money on themselves, on growing their network.
Yeah, it's definitely, you need to step outside your comfort zone. And like they always say, if you're circle and you're the smartest person in your circle, well, it's time to find a different circle. Right. And that stuff is so true, man, because at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, you know, you don't know who you're gonna meet that's going to change your life, your story, So you just got to be open. That's first, your mind only works. Your mind works like a parachute, only works if it's open. If it's closed, it ain't going to work.
Yeah, I like that. No, that's great. That's a great one. If I like it a lot. If your mind only works if it's open, like a parachute. Great. That's a great
Like that.
one.
Yeah, man. So yeah, so that's what it is. So yeah, you got to, and even if you go to an event, if you cannot afford the VIP, you can afford the ticket, find a way to volunteer to be at the event. Contact the people putting it together and say, listen, I want to come out and serve and help you with your table, help you with the dog, give me a job in there. I want to volunteer. In fact, I want to do it for free even. And then that gets you, that's sweat equity. You're paying for that.
Yep.
And guess what that does? That puts you in the
Sweat
room.
equity. Yeah.
That puts you in the room right there. And you get to see what's happening. And then you never know who you're going to meet at that event that you could tell your story to. Maybe you have something you want to sell, but you don't know how to do it. And just say, hey, listen, and don't be greedy, man. Something is better than nothing at all.
Yeah.
You
No, for
know,
for sure. Absolutely.
I'd rather make, 1% of something than 100% of nothing, man.
Yeah. I can you repeat that?
I'd rather make 1% of what the heck did I say? Of something than
No.
100% of nothing.
Wow. How do you so okay. So a lot of entrepreneurs out there when they're starting, they give away a lot of equity from their company to
To
people.
who?
To people like, hey, if you do this, I'll give you 20% of the company. when they're starting. Some people do that, and I've seen it a lot, and it's a huge mistake, right?
It
So
is. I mean, because you've never, worked the business yet, right? I mean, and nothing wrong with the person you're giving it to. Because one thing I've seen people do is you give them majority and then they want to sell your company. Maybe you didn't want to build it to sell it yet, right? So that's why it's important who you partner up with. You don't just take money from everybody. Because you might be dealing with the devil when you didn't know it. So you gotta be careful what you bring in, especially if it's a business you're looking to build with your family. This is something you want to leave for generational wealth or whatever the case might be. So you gotta be careful. Sometimes you have to work and use your job and fund your business. Like I was mentoring a guy the other day, and I asked him, so he has this vision, he has this business that he's working, but he ain't making no money. It's been 3 years. I'm like, so get what the heck is going on, man? 3 years, this is not a business. You're not making no money. In the meantime, he's working somewhere making like, $1,500 a month. I'm like, you need to do something else though. You need to add another stream of income to your business. Find another job somewhere to do extra work. If you're gonna, in fact, you know what? Go be an Uber driver. Do you have a car? He said, yeah. I said, be an Uber driver and a Lyft driver and use that money to fund this business if you so much believe in that business. Because you're sitting around shuffling paper from one end of the table to the next end of the table. That ain't work. You need to get out on the street and talk to people about what you do and market so they know you.
oh, yep.
It's what it is, man.
Yeah. No, I totally agree with you, and it's very important to partner up with the right people. So what would you recommend to someone that, because many entrepreneurs are creators and inventors of like proprietary things, right? So how would you protect that invention, or would you just partner up with someone 50-50? If there's one partner, you have your invention and that partner is going to bring some value on.
Yeah, they better bring some value to the mix, which is, and not just money. Because sometimes people think money. No, because I don't want you just giving money and then who's gonna market the business? Who's gonna do all that, right? You need to come with some ideas. You gotta bring in some. So if you take a look at Shark Tank, right? With all the sharks, right? They don't. People are not going there for just the money, because if you notice how much they're asking for, they're
Strategic.
going there for the relationship.
Yeah.
And some people go there, actually they don't want to partner with those jokers. They're like, I'm gonna go here and get exposure so people will know my product. I'm not gonna do any deal with any of these guys because I just want people to see me, know my product, and boom, I scale with it. They go there for that. And then some people say, I want to go make a shot because he has, and they have a focus of who they want to work with, directly. So it's what it is. So you got to be able to be strategic with what you're doing. You have a plan. It's just like when you go to the nightclub, right? For you young folks, yeah, I don't do that no more. But back in the day, we have a focus. I'm going there for this deal right here. Same thing. With everything you do, you got to have a focus of what it is you're looking for.
Yeah, basically have a plan of where you're going, right? Because it like any millionaire, it's not like magically they become a millionaire. They had a plan, right? So is there any other thing that you would like to add before we go to the next question?
No, that's it, man. Just that's it for now.
Okay, great. Well, before I let you go and before we close this podcast, I want to ask you, what's the biggest problem you've ever solved and how did you solve it?
Ah, man. The problem with me, man, is, if it's an issue, I try to, I block that crap out, man, because I gotta keep moving forward. I can't do nothing with the past. So I don't know, man. I don't remember.
It's a great
Maybe
question.
you should. Yeah, it's a great question. You should have asked me before so I could think about it. My,
No,
my biggest problem.
the reason
Uh,
I'm asking is because I saw Elon Musk the other day ask the same question to somebody that he was hiring the other day. So
Okay,
it's a great ballpark to say, hey, if you're hiring somebody, you know,
ask them that question. Yeah, it's exactly
ask the right
keyword,
question.
hiring.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't working a job for nobody, so whatever the problem was, it's already solved. We've done it. We've moved past. See, that's the difference between entrepreneurs and people that work a job, right? A problem, there could have been a problem right now before I came in and I fixed it. We find solutions immediately.
Yep.
So because we find solutions quickly, it's not a problem because we already solved it.
There you go. That's the answer, right? Like I stood in the present, the past is gone, the future
Done. I
no
can't do
one can
nothing
predict
about
it.
the
I'm
past,
in the
man.
present, right?
Yeah, we can't do nothing about the past. The past is gone. It's over
Yeah.
with. So move forward.
Let's go, ladies and gentlemen.
Let me ask you, is that the Roadcaster,
uh,
that thing? Which one is that?
it's the roadcaster.
Okay, I have it here too, man. I haven't set up mine, man, to start using it because I'm setting up this podcast.
Yeah, start using it for sure. It's great.
Yeah, I gotta figure like my room. This is my podcast room. I got all my lights and all that stuff here. I'm just waiting. Yeah, we're gonna start doing it. I mean, I'm already doing videos. I have so many videos on YouTube for financial education because that's what I teach people.
Videos all the time, my friend. Like you don't have to tell me. Your work talks for itself. Well, ladies and gentlemen, there was Doug. I really appreciate your time. Thank you for being here. Are there any shout outs or any last comments you want to say?
Yeah, man. Yeah, definitely. Just follow me on IG. I'm Douglas Eze. Let's continue winning, keep pushing forward. Because at the end of the day, if you don't have money, you have no voice. Nobody gonna hear you.
Got no money, better got no voice, boy. Ladies and gentlemen, this was Alex Obando with us. I'm in Miami. We hope to see you guys soon. Thank you so much. You can contact me on Instagram as well, Alex_Obando1, or on my website, alexobando.com. Doug, thank you so much for being here again, and we'll see you on the next one, okay?